Hi, I'm Lee Benz, the home scholar. Sometimes parents will ask me if their curriculum is rigorous enough for high school. Just this past week, one mom was saying, oh, her child is taking algebra and chemistry and whatever, but she was sure that their English wasn't enough because it was a junior high program because she was using it with her whole family. And she was very concerned about that. But her child was 15 years old, obviously high school age. So one of the things you want to think about is that you can use any curriculum that fits your child's needs, academic needs, regardless of what kind of a curriculum that is. The other thing is, you and I know as homeschoolers that we don't always use things as written. And so even though you may be using something that says junior high on the curriculum, if you're supplementing or asking them to do more than they do with their younger siblings, or a more challenging book is what they're writing about or something like that, it may be perfectly appropriate. So one of the things that I tell people about is to make sure that whatever you're doing, that it's challenging for your student, but not completely overwhelming. And if they are high school age, it can be a high school credit. If it's a junior high credit with a junior high age kid, no, it's not going to be a high school credit. But if your child is high school age, whatever their curriculum, and they're working on it, then it will be a high school credit. Let's think about it if in an extreme case. If your child was a remedial learner and was really quite behind in something like English, what would happen to them if they were in a public school? Well, they would be going to school every day, they would be placed in the high school, they would be taking a remedial English class, and lo and behold, that remedial English class would be put on their high school transcript, okay? So you can do that too. Even if you have a remedial learner, if they are high school age, you can put it on their high school transcript. Okay. Just remember though that if they're not remedial age and you're just using a multi-age curriculum kind of as your backdrop for your history studies or your English studies, that's fine. If your requirements exceed a junior high requirements, then it's still probably a high school level curriculum. The other thing I want you to do is to not hold your child back because of one specific subject. Sometimes I'll see that with English. More often I see it with math, is that people will say, oh, my child hasn't gotten into algebra yet, so he can't possibly be a high school student. But I encourage you to not hold your child back just because of one subject, and to take the whole picture in mind. You know, that's one of the complicated situations that's really best in a phone call, and that's one of the things I do with my Gold Care Club members. If you find that your situation is unusual or you need additional support, why don't you check out my Gold Care Club, because I'd be glad to talk to you. I never judge or evaluate. It will not surprise me if your child is highly profoundly gifted, and it will not surprise me if your child is many grade levels below. I will be glad to talk to you either way, and I'm used to people dealing with both sides of the story, so you don't have to be concerned. I hope that helps.